Good morning, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to be shopping my stash again. I know it seems like we just did one of these, but I did skip an upload last week just due to some poor planning and some nice weather. And I'm ready to rotate things through. So we're going to be shopping my stash again. I'm going to be pulling out the items that I was trying last week and giving you guys my thoughts on them. And then we're going to be putting some new items in. I've really been loving this project and it's really been helping me to rotate through my collection and get rid of what I don't love. Turns out there's a lot of things that I don't love and I just haven't had like the opportunity to try. So yeah, I'm really glad that my friend Steph and I started pan over purchase because I don't have as much new makeup coming in, so I'm not able to just try something 1 or 2 times and then put it to the back burner. Like, I'm finally able to really pull things in, get a really in-depth thought process on how I feel about them, and a lot of the stuff I just don't love. So yeah, this is what I am going to be rotating in for the next 2-ish weeks. Sometimes I do update these a little bit sooner, just depends on what's going on with the basket. If a lot of things are working for me, if a lot of things aren't working for me, that kind of situation. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Megan. Please be sure to subscribe before you leave. And as always, if you guys like me, if you like makeup, if you're enjoying this content, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does help me and my small channel. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and start shopping my stash. Okay, so here is my current makeup basket. I adjusted the lighting a little bit for this video, so hopefully you guys will be able to see a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and set out the products that are staples that are gonna be staying. I run through these in every previous video, so if you want to know my thoughts on them, you can check it out. I will link the playlist below. Okay, so now we have everything left that was rotated in to this project to, you know, test out, etc. So those are the things I'm going to go through. This one is a staple product, but I kept it because I just wanted to show you guys the continued expanded pan. It's so satisfying. I probably will show you this every time. I'll say that. I probably will. So now we'll put her back over here with her family. The next product is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I stabbed it pretty good with my nail the other day, but on the bright side, I didn't drop it. But this is the bronzer that I was using for this rotation. I know that I really like this. I am just continuing to have a powdered bronzer in my rotation to get some use out of them because I don't really use a lot of powders anymore. So I do enjoy keeping a powdered bronzer in my basket sometimes so that I can set my cream bronzer if I want to. So yeah, really enjoyed this one, but I am going to rotate it out. The next product I had in was the Tarte Shape Tape Powder Foundation. I had this in for 2 rotations. I kept it in for a second rotation because I was going to try and use it with the Tower 28 tint. I'm not going to keep this in for another rotation. Currently, what I'm using, I don't feel I need to set it down with the powder. So if for some reason I need this, I know where to grab it, but it doesn't need to be up here because I don't really use powder that often. So I'm going to rotate this out as well. The next product is the Jouer Blush and Bloom Stick. Next time, so I'm going to say I'm rotating this out, but by the time this video goes up, this bronzer will be gone. I feel like I don't know, probably have just like a couple more uses to it. I'm filming this about 4 or 5 days before this video is going to go up. So this will definitely be gone by the time that happens. So because of that, I am going to rotate this one out. Next is the Kosas Concealer. I am decluttering this because I rotated it in my basket because it was already starting to smell. It smells so putrid, and it already is starting to perform differently under my eyes. It's not as long. Oh my gosh. I can smell it, and I'm like way back here. But it's starting to not perform that. It was starting to not perform well either. It was breaking up really poorly under my eyes. Mixed with that and the smell, I honestly just don't want a reaction because that would be so terrible. So I'm rotating this out, and I plan to declutter this. The next product that actually wasn't in last time is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I pretty soon found that I was going to be rotating a product out, so I decided to go ahead and rotate this in. This is the one that I am planning to keep in my basket, so I will set it over to the side. I have the shade 150, and I really love this. I did a full review of this over on my Instagram, so if you're interested in those thoughts, be sure to head over there. The next item is the Tower 28 Skin Tint. This, man, I thought I was going to love this. It did not work out for me. This looked okay on my skin at first application, but it really just grabbed to like anything on my skin. It emphasized my texture. It grabbed to dry patches that I didn't even know that I had. Like, I don't have dry skin, like, but this just like sucked onto everything, and it looked so bad. This also felt fairly tacky on my skin, which is why I had kept the powder in, because I was like, okay, maybe I'll just set it down with the powder and that will help. But it didn't. It still just looked so bad on my skin. So I think that I used this 5 or 6 times before calling it quits. I wanted to love it, but it just didn't work out for me. So yeah, but I'm gonna rotate this out, obviously. The next product is the Tower 28 blush in the shade Rush Hour. So it looks disgusting, which is why I wanted to pull it out. And I did not have any issues with reaction or anything like that. It still seemed to be performing well. So for now, I am going to keep this one in my collection. I'm just going to keep a pretty close eye on it since it seems to be doing some stuff. But yeah, I'm going to hang on to it. But I am going to rotate it out. Last but not least, we have the KVD Dazzle Stick. This one is in the shade Hail Surge, and like, these look so gorgeous, right? And when they're swatched, they also look so insanely gorgeous. I'm really just struggling to get them to look insanely gorgeous on my eyeballs. So I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about this, honestly. I tried it with a brush. The brush won't pick it up. So I applied it straight with the stick, and it went on with the stick, but it creased a lot. I think it was just too thick. So I went in with a finger, and this worked better, but it was difficult to get a very even layer that I wanted on the lid. And it also picked up a ton of the product, like my eyeshadow underneath. So I'm not really vibing with this. I will maybe try it one more time, but I might be decluttering these, you guys. Like, I'm just not sold on it. So yeah, yeah. I almost forgot. I also had some samples in this one. I had this like Rare Beauty sample card. The only thing that I use is the illuminating primer, and I really loved that. I had my eye on it to purchase as a replacement when I finish a primer. I thought it was really glowy and dewy. I thought it was gorgeous. I still have the pore diffusing one and the eye primer sample, so I will keep those in this rotation so that I can use those. But yeah, so let's go ahead and shop for some new shit. Okay, so most of what we're shopping for today is going to be on this lower level here because we're going to be looking for some additional complexion products. I was kind of torn on what bronzer to pick because I've had this Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I got it for Christmas and I haven't really had the opportunity to try it out yet. But then I just got this Huda Beauty Tantour from my wish list swap with Becca, and I'm really excited to try it out. So I feel like because I've had this longer and haven't had the chance to use it yet, I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and rotate in the contour wand. The first time I used it, I wasn't really like in love, so I want to use it and get my thoughts on it because I am working on another large declutter, so I want to work through some of the stuff that I haven't been able to formulate thoughts on yet, so we're going to rotate this one in. In terms of powdered bronzer, what do I even have? I really don't even have that many left, you guys. I think that, what do I want to use? Let's go ahead. We'll rotate this in again, the Alamar Trio. I've used this a lot and you can't really tell. My friend Morgan, she's like panning the heck out of this over on IG, so it's kind of made me want to reach for it. And like I said, I've used this a lot, but you can't really tell. So, but her using it has kind of made me want to like, oh yeah, maybe I could hit a pan in it. So I think I want to pull this one for my powdered bronzing. Okay, next we're gonna need blush. And if you don't know, I keep Smolder up on my vanity at all times. So that one is always up there, but I am trying to rotate because it's my favorite. It's so hard to not use it. But I am going to rotate in something else. I think I want to do this Jouer one. I got this in a swap with Taylor. I cannot pronounce this. It was like in their French collab they did. I did swatch these the other day, and one is far more pinky toned than I thought it would be. Probably not that one. Yeah, that top, the one over to the left. It's more pink tone than I thought it would be, but I do like how shimmery these are. I think they're gonna look really dewy on the skin, or at least I hope they are. But I want to rotate this one in to try out. Next, I think that I want to, I'll move this over here. I think that I want to get something out of my singles just to make sure we're rotating some single stuff in. I think that I want to do this Natasha Denona. This is one of the singles from the Zendo palette. My friend was really kind and sent it to me, so I want to use it and see how I feel about it and see if it's, you know, unique enough to hang on to. So I'm going to rotate this in. I'm also going to be rotating in a palette. I know that we didn't do that last time and we don't do that often. But like I said, I'm really working on a declutter right now, and I have the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess palette, and I've only used this like 2 times, I think, maybe 3. I know I've swatched it a few times because I always think about decluttering it because I never use it. And I don't know why I don't use it because it looks pretty. The color story is pretty. So I want to pull this out and I want to get some good use out of this over the next couple so that I can really start to formulate my thoughts and decide if I want to hang on to it or not. So yeah, we're going to rotate this in as well. Wow, I feel like there's way more room in this basket. Like I'm missing something or something. But yeah, this is my Fido blush that I always keep over there. My goal is actually to completely finish it this year, and I totally think that I can. I use it pretty frequently, so yeah, I just keep that over on the side there. But yeah, this is what we've rotated in and what we're going to be focusing on. So this, and this, as well as this. So we have a few new products in here. Well, new to me, I guess. But I'm really excited to try them out and, you know, get cracking on them. And then I already have kind of a little bit of an idea of the next basket. I'm definitely going to rotate in that Huda bronzer. And yeah, I'm really excited to play with some of this stuff. Just in case you don't know, my handle over on IG is also Megan's Makeup Musings. And I am in my stories almost every single day using these products. So if you want to see them in action and hear my thoughts as we go through the 2 weeks, then be sure to follow me over there. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.